before break, we were talking about the sort of like the chemistry of what's happening with anxiety when you're having an anxiety attack or panic
Mm-hmm.
attack. And what I found fascinating was when you said that mindfulness practices actually rewire those, the rewires the brain. So can you
Mm-hmm.
talk some more about that? That's fascinating
Yeah.
to me.
Absolutely. So that term is called neuroplasticity, a big, long word, which really means rewiring the brain. And scientists know that through the studies of putting active meditators into MRIs. And they do this series of testing where they can see what's going on in the brain. So what we know is that in our brain, when whatever we do frequently, and think of it as a highway or as a pathway, that highway or pathway will get larger and larger and larger. And then that turns into a habit. So if we have a positive, healthy habit, that's wonderful. That will be easier for us to accomplish. If we have a habit that isn't healthy, such as rumination or catastrophizing, which is what's going on right now with all of us in this anxiety state that we're in, that pathway will get larger. And it literally will not take much to ignite what I'm going to talk about next, which is the three major parts of the brain that really we work with in mindfulness. And I'm going to use some pretty simplistic terms, and I use it with all ages just because it's easiest for everyone to understand this way. And I'm going to borrow a hand signal from Dan Siegel, who's a researcher in mindfulness. So our three parts of our brain I'll start with is our amygdala, which is my thumbnail here. And this is left over from our prehistoric days. It's the fight, flight, freeze mode of operation. It was designed to keep us safe. So whenever our body picked up signals of distress or danger, it would spring into action. Now, it's all good because that's how we evolved. But unfortunately now it thinks extreme worrying is danger or, strong emotions is danger. So all of those things will cause the amygdala to take over, essentially, our brain. And all we are left then with